Roman Reigns facing The Rock at WrestleMania may happen, after the final boss huge hint about potential match. Earlier today, The Rock announced that he's returning to WWE for a huge announcement, and now there's speculation it may have to do with Roman Reigns. Triple H also said that everything could change on Smackdown as a result. However, what a lot of fans have missed is that just yesterday, The Rock sent out a message about putting off things that he wanted to do for a long time and that he was now ready to do them finally. This appears to be hinting at a match against Roman Reigns, but the idea is that one day I'll do that thing I've always wanted to do. I'll do it one day. We do that. I'm guilty of that *** all the time. I'll do it one day. Or we make that commitment now and say this is day one. This is day one I'm going to do that thing. The Rock then went on to reveal that there was a reason he was talking about this. He said that there was something that he had been thinking about that had always been in his one-day camp, but now he woke up and decided that it was day one instead and that he was coming after it. The day after this message, he then said he was coming back to WWE. Given that the match against Roman Reigns has always been something that fans know needs to happen one day, this is what they think he's talking about here. The match has been pending for a long time, with the WWE Universe waiting to see when the two family members finally clash. The reason why it is appropriate is because I woke up this morning not only giving thanks to this beautiful day, but also there's this thing or two in my life that's been in the one-day camp. It's been in the one-day camp. It's kind of just been hanging out in the one day. I woke up this morning and I said F***K that today is day one. I'm on a mission to get this particular thing done. Reports indicated at the time that Johnson would not be actively wrestling at WrestleMania 41 due to scheduling conflicts with his various acting roles. However, now that he's coming back, just as the Wrestlemania card is beginning to take shape, all signs point to him playing some sort of role at the Showcase of Immortals. And what better role could he play than finally giving fans the dream match against his cousin? Ever since Johnson publicly endorsed Reigns at the 2015 Royal Rumble, the idea of a Rock versus Reigns dream match has been percolating among WWE fans. Once Reigns turned heel in 2020 and proclaimed himself the head of the table within the Anwa family, it only seemed a matter of time before the two collided. Johnson would later reveal that WWE nearly pulled the trigger on the match for WrestleMania 39 in 2023, only for negotiations to fall through. Then, just as the build for WrestleMania XL was getting underway in early 2024, Cody Rhodes seemed to willingly step aside from a match with Reigns in favor of letting The Rock challenge the Tribal Chief. History would prove this was a bad idea. The backlash among WWE fans for the booking decision was so loud that the company had no choice but to change course. Reigns versus Rock was abandoned. Johnson debuted a new heel persona in the final boss, and he would wind up teaming with Reigns against Rhodes and Seth Rollins in the WrestleMania XL Night one main event, setting the stage for Rhodes to defeat Reigns the following night. The Rock explicitly mentioning his final boss persona, along with the conspicuous lack of an opponent for Roman at WrestleMania, have set the wrestling community on fire. There seems to be no better time than now for this 10 years in the making dream match. Heading into WrestleMania 41, WWE has too many stars and not enough main event spots. Gnter versus Ji Osu for the World Heavyweight Championship is locked in. Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship remains the prominent rumor for the Night 2 main event. But where does that leave big names like CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, the Bloodline, and Roman Reigns? The Tribal Chief isn't even on WWE programming right now, having been written off with a storyline injury after taking a pair of curb stomp from Rollins at the Royal Rumble. Surely, Rollins versus Reigns would be that kind of high-profile match supported by a very long storyline that Triple H seems to love, and fans would love it too. However, a Johnson versus Reigns match would not only give the show another viable main event, but would also cause a positive domino effect. Rhodes versus Cena can happen without any fuss. Rollins and Punk can be paired up. McIntyre can have his rumored match with Damian Priest, and the Bloodline can continue their implosion with Solo Sikoa versus Jacob Fatu. What started as a show lacking direction will suddenly be loaded with matches rich in storyline potential. bolstered by two must-see main events. But will The Rock finally set forces in motion for a match with Reigns? Only time will tell. Roman Reigns to return with a new faction. The Fiend to help 9-time champ? 3 things WWE could be planning for Elimination Chamber 2025. WWE Elimination Chamber 2025 will air live from Rogers Centre in Toronto, Canada on March 1st. This will be the company's first international premium live event in 2025 that, with the show being promoted as one of the biggest spectacles of the year, the company could be planning some big things for the show. This could be done to not only draw more eyeballs and create buzz leading to WrestleMania 41. In this piece, we will explore 3 such big things the company could be planning for March 1. The Wyatt Six were recently moved to Smackdown. However, they're yet to make their first appearance on the blue brand. Their leader, Uncle Howdy, portrayed by Bo Dallas, has been off television ever since his loss against the Final Testament. Given Uncle Howdy was the one to eat the pin in the Wyatt Six last encounter, Bo could ditch the Howdy character to return with a more sinister version of The Fiend as a tribute to his late brother, Bray Wyatt. The Fiend could return at the Elimination Chamber to help Alexa Bliss. The Fiend could return during the Elimination Chamber PLE to reunite with his former ally, Alexa Bliss. The masked figure could help the 9-time champ. Alexa is a 3-time Raw Women's Champion, 3-time Tag Team Champion, 2-time SmackDown Women's Champion, and 1-time 24/7 Champion. Prevail over the rest of the competition to win the EC and go on to WrestleMania. Number 2. Seth Rollins could qualify for the Elimination Chamber due to Dominic Mysterio. Seth Rollins will take on Finn Balor in a qualifying match for the Men's Elimination Chamber. The Judgment Day member won't be so easy to put away for the Visionary. However, Rollins may prevail over Balor due to Dominic Mysterio's betrayal. Balor and Mysterio have failed to get on the same page recently. The growing differences between them could result in Dirty Dom turning on his stablemate. Mysterio could betray Finn Balor during his match against Rollins to cost him an Elimination Chamber spot. Number 1. Roman Reigns could return with a new faction. As fans know, Roman Reigns was brutalized by Seth Rollins after getting eliminated by CM Punk in the Men's Royal Rumble match. The OTC has been on a hiatus since then. However, he may make a surprise appearance at EC with a new faction. With both Punk and Rollins likely to be in the Men's Chamber match, Roman Reigns could return to exact revenge on the duo at the event. The OTC could return with a new faction, featuring Paul Heyman and Tama Tonga's half-brother, Hikuleo. Hikuleo has been rumored to debut in the company shortly, and he could show up with Roman Reigns to take out CM Punk and Seth Rollins. WWE News and Rumor Roundup. Major superstar will never wrestle again due to back issues. Latest on Roman Reigns. Asuka makes serious request. Welcome to the WWE News and Rumor Roundup for February 9th, 2025.